So our next steps are going to be the new ones, which is pulling pictures into the editing bar and changing their cropping. Now, cropping is a very special thing. That's just how your picture is displayed up on the screen. So to crop, select the picture you want to crop, and up here is a little button. You can see it on the instructions on the board. I even draw the little button. It's the one that looks like two weird brackets together, or a square with little tags on the side. And when you press that, you're going to get 3 buttons up here on the top. Does everyone see where this button is? And then you'll get these 3 buttons, and you have 3 options. One is fit. Fit means entire picture in frame. If your picture is not big enough to fill the frame, like my picture is here, you'll get black bars on the side when you actually play it. So if I, for instance, full screen this, you'll notice, whoops, I have black bars on the side of my screen now. So if your picture doesn't fill the entire screen, the portions that are unfilled will be black. Your second button, and I have this out of order over here, is crop to fill, and that means only part of your picture is going to show. So if I choose crop to fill, you'll notice I get this little square here. So I can show only part of my picture if I want, if I just want to start on my beautiful face there. And last but not least is Ken Burns, and I'll show you that, and I'll extend this 0.2 seconds. I'll extend this so you guys can see the full Ken Burns effect here. Whoa, that's 30 seconds. That's way too long. Let's do it over 8. So Ken Burns effect. The Ken Burns effect is move across or zoom into a picture. You're going to get 2 boxes underneath Ken Burns effect, and one's going to be labeled start and one's going to be labeled end. So what that means is your picture starts in the small box, and then it zooms in or zooms out or moves across to end on the other box. So for instance, if I do that, it'll start in the lower right-hand corner of my screen and move across and zoom out. Whoa, that's really loud. So Ken Burns does that. You can choose, when you're using the Ken Burns effect, to flip around so you can have the big box start as the start box and the little box start as the end box. And you can, of course, click on them and change their size and their positioning at will. So for instance, if I wanted to slowly zoom into my face, I just have it start big and then zoom and then make the box awkwardly small right in front of my face. So that'll be actually a fairly fast zoom. So that's that. Questions about that, guys? Okay, so that's the technique. I'm going to start loading this video onto Edmodo for you guys. I'm exporting it to YouTube. Otherwise, those steps are on the board. Oh, right, I forgot, last step. When you put your pictures in, they default to being about 4 seconds apiece. And let me zoom in so you can actually see the difference between them. They'll zoom in to be about 4 seconds apiece. When you're timing your video, you can click on your video and then shorten the sides to make them smaller. So for instance, this is 4 seconds. I would just take it and I'd pull it probably down in this case to 0.2. But your particular timing is going to depend on your words. So you're going to have to listen and then adjust the size of, or the length of your pictures as needed. So, any questions, guys? So that should be all the steps you need. I'm going to continue pulling this back down to the original size, 0.2. But this will take some fine listening and just paying attention to what happens when it appears. So here's my preview piece of what yours might look like at the end. So we only need those 2 lines, guys. How I wonder what you are. And then we should be in good shape for getting ready for our full project. Questions, comments, confusions? Awesome.